We are live with IMBGcast number 130 minus 100. That's gonna be really loud.
It just doesn't want to
Hold
fucking
on.
work.
Gotta mute this too. Yeah, just let it go. We'll get it there in a second.
Whatever.
Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to IMBGcast number 30, the worst podcast on the entire internet, minus maybe one where they just talk about animals like all the time, and they're really creepy about it. It's probably on the dark web, and don't do that. Anyway, I don't know. Mike's screwing around with some weird stuff.
I just want to fucking watch me.
Oh, there you go. It says it's live. Go left. It's alive. IMBGcast number 30 is live. Watch live.
That took so long.
We're not good at this, anyway.
Why did that take so long? Oh, fucking ads.
Now we get an ad.
Look at this goddamn nerd for H.H. Greg.
Is this an H.H. Greg ad?
Yeah.
Oh my god, shut up. No. Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I've definitely watched this one play at H.H. Greg. Look at the shirt. It's
So
the new
awesome.
design for the shirt.
Yeah. That they haven't released to anybody yet.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. This is really great for the podcast.
Yeah, nobody
Talk
knows
about
what we're
something that
talking
no
about.
one else can see. This is fucking spectacular.
Just to know that if you come to H.H. Greg, you'd save a ton of money.
There it goes.
I can't watch that because that's going to distract me the entire time.
Whatever.
But
All I
that's
know is I can
completely
see the
fine.
chat. Literally, I'm just going to look at this box right there. That box, that's it.
Okay, that box. The one
That
that's
box.
right
Yeah,
over.
right-
it's like right there, but this
right
way.
there.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to IMBGcast number 30. My name is Mike. That's Salski, also known as Mike.
Don't confuse them.
I don't know.
Don't tell them lies.
Do you want to get the sad shit out of the way first?
We have sad shit?
We have a lot of sad shit. There's like a lot of sad stuff.
Is it like 9 sad?
It's worse.
Or like a 6 sad?
It's like a. So the first one's kind of sad, and then the other one is kind of like shocking, and then the last one's kind of happy, sad.
Sad for who?
The first one's sad for me. Second one's kind of
Okay.
sad for a community.
Okay.
And the third one's kind of sad for all of our wonderful viewers.
Okay.
Don't worry, we're not
So
quitting.
none of them actually involve me. Fine, I'm good with this.
Okay. So the first one's just kind of a piece for me. It's
Gex got delayed forever.
said I wasn't gonna cry. Anyway, no, we're gonna start out on a little
I
bit of.
do actually have really sad news for me.
Okay, we'll talk about that either after this one or after the next
right.
one. You decide. You judge after this one.
Alright.
Stefan Karl Stefansson passed away after a long battle with bile duct cancer on August 21st. He was Ronnie Rotten on Lazy Town, but more so just kind of like meme lord of like everything. It kind of affected a lot of the communities that like.
A lot more than you would think.
Yeah, it's more the communities that we kind of like tend to stick around to, just because of the memes, really. He was an all-around great guy. Like, he did a lot of stuff for a lot of people, and he was just like a good, inspirational, like Bob Rossi type of character. He made a huge impact through his kind acts, and especially on the meme community, to which he said specifically towards them, like they always made him laugh. He's
Like,
gonna be
some of those like mashups were actually
I
really
love
good.
So one of my favorite memes is literally the one where he's sitting in the
ice cream
with
thing?
the ice cream thing.
Free?
Yeah, free. It's free. Free. Sayo, and it goes into the USSR anthem. But it's like it's because of that and because of the way that he undertook that and was like, yeah, no, this is great. Keep doing these things. I love this. He will be missed. The one big thing is there currently is a drive to get his YouTube page to 1 million subs so that his family will actually receive a golden play button from YouTube after his death as a final thank you from like the internet and like the whole meme community to him, which I think is one of the coolest things I've ever heard of in my life. So
alright, let's get him a plat.
kudos to the internet.
I forget how much plat is.
Platinum?
Yeah.
10 mil?
It's something ridiculous.
It's like 10 mil. Which it's doable, but
yeah.
All right. Do you want to do your sad news, or do you want me to do second sad news?
My sad news is really fast because it's like pretty much just me.
Go ahead.
Kind of our channel too, but mostly just me.
He's dying.
No.
Oh.
Metal Wolf Chaos got delayed until 2019.
Oh! Fucking who cares? Anyway,
It's like the best part of like E3 was just like, oh man, Metal Wolf Chaos is coming out, and then like we're gonna delay it a little bit. I'm like, ah!
Oh, I'm gonna bring you down a little bit here. Oh my god.
Just like you
That
always try to
red.
keep me down.
Dude, that red line's so hard. I was just watching
How?
it.
I'm so far away from this goddamn mic.
I know, but it was like when you went,
You're just making me talk louder now.
Rest in peace, headphone users. Hey, did it pop up? It popped up on mine.
This is really far behind.
Like
really
there
far.
It is.
There it is.
So, yeah, no, like you were, what do you call it? That was like the only thing I saw.
It's the only thing I fucking cared about.
It's like, oh shit, like you actually want this game, because you kept talking about it like 900 billion fucking times beforehand, and I was just like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's the most American game ever made ever.
I could agree with that.
That was made in Japan and only ever released in Japan for Japanese people with only English voice acting.
For Japanese,
directed by a Japanese voice actor who couldn't speak English. For Japanese people.
For the Jap.
But it's the most American game ever made.
Yeah, I don't know how that's even a thing, but...
They just understand us better than we understand ourselves.
True, because you know what's kind of weird? I was watching a Did You Know Gaming video today, and they were talking about how a Japanese development team made Advance Wars for the Game Boy, which ended up becoming more popular over here than it did in Japan.
Yeah.
So, that was interesting. So yeah, Metal Wolf Chaos delayed. Fuck. How are we going to follow that up and be even more sad? There was a shooting in Florida that occurred on Twitch earlier today.
I don't mean to laugh at that.
No, that was completely... That was completely...
That was a really good segue.
That was completely intentional. Wild Tyrus says Advanced Wars was this shit. But no, there was a mass shooting in Florida today that occurred live on Twitch TV. And earlier today, as in the 26th of August, Sunday.
It's so crazy to think about that it happened live on Twitch.
Yeah. Luckily, nothing was actually seen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched the video or anything.
Yeah.
But essentially, they cut the full screen really quick, and then you just fucking hear the gunshots.
Like, the parts, like, you hear the gunshots, but if you listen closely, you hear people screaming. And, like...
The one kid, do you hear what he says?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, what did I get shot with? Like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like, you hear it, you're just like, oh. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah. The shooting occurred at the Jacksonville Landing Complex. It was during a qualifying event for the Madden 2019 tournament. At the GLHF, the Good Luck Have Fun game bar that was live until the gunshots were heard and the stream stopped suddenly. One suspect is reported as dead on the scene, later identified as David Katz. He entered the pizza shop where the tournament was taking place. After he had lost in the tournament, he proceeded to open fire before taking his own life. This event left 4 people dead and 11 people wounded as of writing this down when I did before. But yeah.
Like, in all seriousness, we joke a lot on this, but like, thoughts and prayers to everyone involved with
Yo,
that.
straight up,
seriously.
like, that's a fucked up event, and like, I know we're starting on kind of like a bummer note for like a lot of this stuff, but that's fucked, man. It's the first one that I've ever heard of that like I was like, oh shit, like that's fucked up, like really bad. Like school shootings and stuff like that, you always get that gut feeling, but you're kind of disconnected in a weird way. Like gaming,
I think the fact that it happened live on Twitch, where it was something that people literally watched happen, is what makes it so like, oh.
The fact that it's from the like gaming community, the fact that it happened on all that, like yeah. So yeah, that's the depressing stuff. We have one more depressing story, but we'll get to that in a second because it's less depressing than that. Like Stefan Karl Stefansson, everyone at the Madden tournament, everyone associated with that, like everything. Yo, fucking thoughts and prayers like mad. Like I have nothing better to say but thoughts and prayers because it's fuck. Upside Down said he loves the new layout for the stream. Then there's a bunch of stuff.
Listening.
Yeah. But yeah, Dab Fits, essentially there was a shooting at a Madden tournament earlier today that killed some people after a kid had lost and fucking raged out like a scumbag.
Yeah.
Fuck that asshole. Okay. Let's get happy again. Ready? Here come the faces. Hey!
I got one face. Like, my face really doesn't change that much. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Asperger's
like,
is a bitch.
It's basically just...
It's Asperger's. Yeah, it's Dab. It's shitty. It's shitty. But on a lighter note, me and Salski have a new blood brother. We're calling this portion of the podcast the Blood Brotherhood with 90-year-old Paul.
Yeah, we formed a blood oath, not using our own blood.
But a 90-year-old man's blood on a bathroom door. Do you want to tell the
not
story?
very clean bathroom door.
Yeah. Do you want to tell the story, or do you want me to be?
I mean, I could, like, what I got up to with this was... I was about to leave. Literally, I had 1 minute left to my shift, and I'm like, I'm going to use the bathroom. I just want to take a piss before I have to drive home. I go to open the goddamn bathroom door, and just fucking smeared with blood.
Bad.
And he's right behind me. I'm just like, what the shit is this?
I looked over, and all I see is a big old fucking... It looks like somebody took, like, a palm of their hand and, like, just... like, right on the door, essentially.
So we're like, what was going on with this fucking blood? Then, like, as we're saying that, the new old guy that's there walks out, like, looks at us as he's, like, washing his hands. Like, I didn't see it because it was on... I was on the opposite side of him.
Forearm.
Like, Perella saw it. Like, he was just, like, gushing blood out of his arm.
I didn't know his name. I was like, hey, dude, you're fucking bleeding bad. Oh, yeah, me and my neighbor's dog got into it. Like, what? He didn't do anything about it. He just fucking...
Yeah. He just went, clocked off, and left, like, just dripping blood. Like, so I had to, like, wipe off a door. Like, there were customers who were going into this goddamn bathroom. And I'm just, like, with a rubber glove, like, sorry, don't mind the blood door. It's like fucking Devil May Cry. I had to, like, kill 500 enemies before the blood door would open for me.
I just love how you and I were in full bloodborne pathogen, kitted up, like, trying to clean this. People are just like, no, I gotta piss.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, whatever. So yeah, now we're blood brothers with, Skelepol.
And we might have AIDS?
Skelepol? Yeah, we might have AIDS.
Might have AIDS.
There's the sad part.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna die. So rip to the channel. I'm not sure how long it takes AIDS to kill us.
If
I'll
you
have to
think
look
Larry
up.
had to do this solo, how quickly do you think he would give up?
What?
If we're like, all right,
This
we
channel?
both died. Larry's now the only person on this channel.
Oh, it's done. It's done.
How quick would it die?
It's done the day the last one of you or I die.
Like, do you think he'd do, like, one stream that's just like, alright, that's the end to be over? Or you think he wouldn't even do that? Just fucking kill it there.
I think it'd be done. I think it'd just be done if we died.
Just fucking ghost it.
Yeah. Like, alright. He might post something like, well, these assholes died. Who cares? Moving on to the next
They
thing.
got AIDS and died by.
Post, like, on to the next one by Jay-Z or something like that. Oh. Gotta sit up.
That was kind of fucked up.
What?
That, like, and then, like, finally, like, 15 minutes later, after we clean up everything, I'm like, now I'll take my piss.
Oh, yeah. It was gross. Why? Like,
Oh, then right, I was going back to the... Literally, I was walking with you back to the bathroom, and I was saying, like, alright, now that we finally cleaned up, I guess I'll go take this piss, and this guy steps in front of me to go into the bathroom.
That fucking guy!
And he starts walking, like, hears me say, man, I've been holding this for, like, 15 minutes, time to go take a piss. He starts walking at literally, like, one step every, like, 3 seconds. Like, fucking shuffling to the goddamn bathroom.
Did you see what I did? I started laughing and I had to walk away. Because I was going to go fucking piss. And literally, I had to walk into the break room. I went back to another bathroom and I, like, went to there.
Like, I was doing a
Oh
goddamn,
my God.
like, penguin waddle where, like, I couldn't really move my legs because it was moving so I was kind of just, like, waddling back and forth on the way up there.
It was so funny. I forgot about that.
I was
had to
so
walk
angry.
away.
Like, that guy was 100% probably trying to steal something because he kept, like, looking behind him the whole time.
Yeah, he was acting super weird, but
like,
maybe he's just a weirdo.
Like, he literally walked in there, like, went to the urinal, washed his hands, and left in, like, 3 seconds. You either have, like, a rocket-propelled, like, bladder, or he just actually didn't do anything.
Rocket bladder. Oh my god. But yeah, that was... So, we're blood brothers, and... Yeah. Okay. Let's start getting into the bulk of it, because there's a...
Get into actual gaming news?
Fuck ton to get through, yeah.
Alright.
You ready for actual AIDS?
Let's go.
Let's bring it on. Alright. Warning, for anyone who doesn't have AIDS, you're about to get AIDS. The Vice game...
We're safe now?
What?
Are we safe from this now?
What?
Because we might have AIDS. Probably safe.
I think we're safe for this.
Cool.
I mean, I wrote it down, so I had AIDS. Sorry, I didn't tell you. Give me a hug! I used to love those old AIDS ads where it was like, you can hug a person with AIDS! You never saw those?
No.
Oh, they were like big tolerance ones back in like the 90s. Like, they'd be like, oh, you can hug me even though I've got AIDS! But then like somebody falls on their scooter and they open it up. It's like, don't fucking touch her! And she's like sitting there like bleeding.
There's someone on the ground just dying. It's like, I need CPR! And there's like, don't touch it!
It was really bad. I remember it was in my health class.
Quick, someone get the flamethrower.
It was, oh, I can hug you until you're bleeding. Then you're on your own.
Like, so, side note, going on to like more AIDS talk, I guess, when I was in high school for our health class, my health teacher was like, so these are the way that AIDS can get transmitted. But it's perfectly fine if you want to, like, share your toothbrush because you can't get AIDS from that. And someone's like, what if your gums bleed? And he just went, oh. He's like, how many people's lives did I ruin with that?
How many people are sharing their AIDS roommate's toothbrush,
yeah.
though?
Oh, I don't know, but still.
Like
his realization of just, oh.
Am I gonna have to do an apology video for people with AIDS? I'll do it to be safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who do we know that has AIDS?
You.
Alright. It's fine.
I don't know. I mean, I got a good idea, but I'm not gonna say what my good idea is. Alright, ready for the rest of you to get the AIDS?
God, go for it.
The Vice gaming channel Waypoint. All right, we there yet? Everyone's
I'm
still with it?
already fucking done.
All right.
Fucking Vice gaming.
This is actually really bad, and I think you're gonna get a little mad about this because of the game. Mm-hmm. The Vice gaming channel Waypoint is filing copyright claims on massive swaths of YouTube videos featuring the game Dead Cells.
Okay.
Can you guess why? Exactly. This is strange considering Vice's Waypoint does not own the game and in fact only played it. Dead Cells currently is produced and published by a company called Motion Twin. The mass reporting seems to be affecting videos that feature the game's death animations, largely thought to be the result of the Waypoint team dying continuously on their run, and now trying to fucking copyright the death animations in a game they didn't make because they made a video where they fucking died. Oh
That's
my god!
really fucking bad.
When Vice couldn't get any worse, their gaming channel was actually just fucking the community.
See, that's the thing, like when Vice first started,
amazing.
They were actually interesting. They did a lot of really cool documentaries. Then they're just like, how do we fuck this up real bad? Like, do you remember their first like North Korea one where they're like, hey, we're gonna go into North Korea and just like sneak cameras in and take pictures?
Yes.
Like, really cool. Then there's like, and time to do something about all just drugs and pot and getting high off.
Some of the drug ones were cool. Like, some of the drug ones were cool. I like the drug lord ones, or there was like the old, oh, I counterfeit and steal people's information just by grabbing their trash and stuff like that. I'm like, holy shit.
Did you see the one they did about the underground, like, Russian rap groups? And when I mean underground, I literally mean they do it in the sewers.
No, that's sick.
Yeah. Like, they go to, they take like this little scrawny hipster guy, and they're like, here, we're gonna go to a concert. He gets inside, and like, maybe like 3 minutes later, like, you need to leave right now, and they get him out there, and it's like, he did something that pissed someone off, and he was about to die.
That's fucking
like,
crazy.
they were about to execute him there.
That's sick. That's what do you call it? I love Noisy from Vice. That's one of the ones where they follow like artists like that, and it's actually fantastic. But it's just Vice went so far downhill.
Yeah. That's a whole wall of text.
Wild Harvest said, my friend met one of the co-founders of Vice. He wanted to do a story. I forget what it was, but the board or whatever, whoever wouldn't allow it, and that's when he told them to fuck off and left. That's when he knew Vice was terrible. Yeah, dude, like Vice used to be great, got very crappy. Like, not to go off too much on Vice because everyone knows Vice is kind of like garbage at this point, but like they used to be amazing and they got kind of crappy. My biggest thing is like with this new Waypoint thing, like their gaming journalism is actually fucking the community by copyright claiming, copyright striking videos for a game they don't even fucking own because they played the game. What a bunch of shitheads.
Like, at first it was like, hey, we're gonna do all this like super dangerous, super controversial stuff. Cool. Then it became like, let's just do this thing to try to get the views.
My favorite one was like they showed 2 Vice articles. The one was like the North Korean epidemic and why it's kind of crazy, and then it was like 4 or 5 years later or something like that. It was like why men in California are sticking lasers in their assholes and putting on art shows, and you're like,
yeah,
what fucking drove into a goddamn wall here? Like, I used to love Vice. I used to be subbed on them on everything.
Yeah, they used to be really good. I agree. And that's really shitty what they're doing now. I didn't even know they had a gaming channel to begin with.
Yeah, I used to follow Waypoint, but they started getting like super weird like that, and I didn't think they'd go that far. That's some next level bullshit.
Yeah, you just said Vice and gaming. My brain just went, Vice used to be good, shitty now. Gaming, this isn't gonna be good.
All right.
Side note: have you seen how much like Dead Cells is becoming like the new like it game that's in everything?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's a pretty cool look everywhere. I don't know like what's making it so great. I think it's just like how solid it plays.
It's a really good game that does like it's the best merger of like a
Metroidvania Souls
that's also a roguelike because it's still like kind of randomly generated.
Shut up, I didn't know that. Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah. It's like it's a really good combination of all of those, and it looks great, it plays great, the characters are really like it's not just like bland story, it's actually funny and interesting. And
that's sick. I didn't know that.
And then he's just putting his character out. Like, people are like, hey, I'm doing a crossover game that's like, I think the one that he's in is Indie Heroes or something like that. It's basically Super Smash Brothers, but with indie game characters.
That's pretty cool.
And he's in there, and it's like, they're like, yeah, just use it, put him in anything. We don't care.
They just want to get hype out of the game, probably. Because I think it was their first game that was like really big. Because I kind of looked up the company, and it's like they had a couple other ones I never heard of.
The best thing is, like, the guy doesn't have, like, a real name. Like, everyone just calls him, like, Dead Cells Guy. Like, there's no name for him.
Like Doom Guy or, like, Jacket from, fucking... Oh, my God. Jacket from Hotline Miami. Or Postal Dude.
And it's, like, even, like, you have, like, Dark Souls where it's, like, the Fabled Undead and stuff like that. Like, they at least have, like, some kind of, like... a title. He doesn't have anything. He's just Dead Cells Guy. So when they put him in the game, they're like, "Hey, what do we call this character for the character select screen?" So they call him the hard hitting hero. So now it's confirmed that he is Triple H.
That's pretty funny, actually. I'm not gonna lie. So we got Triple H.
Yeah, Triple H is an undead warrior.
That's really funny.
It makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah. I want to do one of my old cheesy transitions tonight, but I'm saving it. Saving it real good.
We should stream Dead Cells sometime.
I agree.
We really should.
We gotta record tomorrow, though. I know for a fact we do, because we were supposed to, I think, last week. But somebody didn't show up, Larry.
Fucking Larry.
we can just throw him under the bus every time.
No, I mean, it's not hard to throw him under the bus, because he's never in a car, because he doesn't drive.
Damn. The PlayStation 4 is getting 4 new controller colors. 5, technically. I'm going to say 4 because one is the 500 million, and that's just kind of a special edition one.
I want that 500 million one, though.
Kinda. I don't know. I'm half and half on it.
I just wanted to take the bottom off, and how I have the mix and match controllers, I'm going to take the clear bottom off and replace the clear red top one that I have with the clear black bottom.
That'd be interesting.
Because right now
it's smoked.
Because right now it's just the standard like black
You have a clear red controller?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh. Well then.
And just mix and match.
These controllers are considered to be their brightest yet. Titled Berry Blue with crimson accents, blue camo, copper, and Goku sunset orange colored. Sorry,
Yeah, Son Goku.
Son Goku colored.
Son Goku set.
Did you see it? It looks like fucking Goku colors.
No,
like,
I haven't.
It's literally his orange and like the deep dark blue. Like fuck out of here.
I would just be super happy. Like, they're just finally making controllers that aren't either camo.
There's a blue camo in here.
No, but like all their controllers. If you look at every PS4 controller, it's like official Sony. It's a single color, or it's like those ones, the old ones, where it was the color and the black bottom, but they're all the color and the black bottom. So
Yeah.
they're either like one color or camo. That's it.
I think that's the reason people love
Xbox One controllers.
Xbox One controllers so much. I mean,
yeah.
like, even this, like, basic gray color, but with, like, the crazy green accents.
Yeah.
Like, I love this controller. I'm not an Xbox fan by any means. I use this on my PC, but holy shit, when I saw this, I was like, I need this,
Like,
awesome,
they
simple color.
just look better. Like, the Sony ones, like, there's lots of options, but they're all just very bland.
I would love if they did, like, kind of like how Xbox did, where you could, like, customize whatever color you want and do all that and do a custom controller.
At the point where it starts looking into, like, custom controllers, I'm just getting a scuff.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we buy enough G Fuel. Oh god, that was probably
God.
real bad. I'm so sorry, everybody. Sponsor us? But we drink enough G Fuel. I think you get like a 5% discount on Scuff
Something
controllers
like
with every
that.
package. But yeah.
I found that if you get a sponsorship for, like, Scuff or something like that, if you get a high enough discount, people will subscribe to your channel for the discount. And that's the only reason why they do it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
But-
if they get like $10 off and they give me 5, so they get $5 off, whatever. Oh, kiwi strawberry, refreshing and delicious.
If only there's grandma's ashes.
That came up in a game of Cards Against Humanity last night.
She feel flavored grandma's ashes.
No, nobody understood the reference. It was kind of funny. It was Grandpa's ashes.
Okay.
But what's really fucked up is Sean, who's usually on our podcast, his grandfather died not too long ago. So somebody played that card, and it won because I was like, this is so close to G Fuel, but I don't want to, like our G Fuel joke, but I don't want to read it. I'm like, Grandpa's ashes? Sean's like, yeah, that's me. I'm like, oh no. So Sean made a fucked up joke. Travis can actually confirm that too, because I was like in shock over it.
That's one of those things
It hurt.
That's one of the things I hate about Cards Against Humanity is there's like an inside joke. You just have to hope it comes up at the right time.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah, we had a lot of fun playing that though last night, but whatever. It's all over now. Amazon. Do you like Amazon?
Yeah, there's snakes there. It's rather warm. A lot of medicinal plants come from there.
Yep, and now they have ditched pre-order savings model for games. Similar to Best Buy's Gamers Club Unlocked, which is now discontinued as well, RIP. Prime members were able to get 20% on pre-orders of new games. Now it's gone just like Gamers Club Unlocked. Yeah.
It was just losing them too much money.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Travis said it was really great. Sean's mom, though, was kind of like, no, that's hitting home. And then she got really, like, weird on some stuff. And then Sean played a card about fucking his mom, and then she read it because it was her turn. And it was... Sean, you're fucking weird, bro.
Yeah, you just don't play that with parents. That should be like a hard and fast rule. Don't play that with
his
parents.
his mom's always kind of like just she's whatever. You know what I mean? She's not like the cool mom, but she's just kind of like the chill mom. Like she tries to be the cool mom. It's kind of cringy, but like it's still
Just don't play it with your parents.
Why? She was fun. She made a lot of fun ones. She got quite a few cards. Yeah. According to her, you gotta have a twisted mind.
You do.
So fucking normie.
You do.
Oh, normie and Marcus.
Just fucking Marcus today.
I'm gonna call him a fucking normie. He got super mad.
He's like,
Courtney is really fucked up too. Yeah. So Courtney played some cards and it was dark. It was really dark.
Good.
Like it wasn't even funny. It was just like, oh, Yeah, that card wins.
That made me anti-laugh.
Yeah, I was just like...
I unlaughed.
Is that how you anti-laugh?
I don't know.
You're taking them back.
I hope we clip that now.
Anti-laugh.
The anti-laugh.
Oh, but Normie.
I like how he was trying to make it sound like he was super hardcore. Like, literally, we just get, like, news of the Madden thing. And he starts talking about, oh man, I love school shooting memes so much. And I'm just like, really?
What'd you say? If there was a definition for too soon.
It's like, if there was any kind of definition of too soon, it is literally what just happened.
Yeah, that was... Speaking of Amazon, Twitch Prime is discontinuing their no ads for Twitch Prime subscribers model.
That's really weird.
Ads will now play whether you are subbed to Twitch Prime or not. Some high-level streamers are actually disabling ads on their videos in retaliation because they think it's so fucked for their customer base that they're like, yeah, we're not going to make you guys add that shit.
Like, sure, they give away, like, to be fair, Amazon Prime giving you, like, Twitch Prime, they give away a lot of free stuff to their Twitch Prime people, but most of it's, like, in-games cosmetics and stuff, which doesn't cost them any money.
No, the game's probably asked to be featured on them, if anything.
Yeah.
My biggest problem is, like, you pay $100 a year for a service, right?
More than that if you do it, like,
$10 a month.
monthly,
yeah. You're just scraping features away. Taking money off games, taking away the ad system, fucking around with, like, the no pre-order.
You used to be able to get, like, a whole bunch of bits for free if you did, like, just watch some short ads and stuff like that, and now that's getting harder to do.
It's like, super sketchy what Amazon is getting into. I don't think they're able to really, like, follow the growth that's going on with Twitch as fast as they'd like to. I think they're good with sponsoring events and stuff like that, but... it's sketchy, man.
Just wait for Stream Hub to make its thing, or
I can't wait. You can't fucking wait.
Get a Pornhub subscription. And you get
I can't fucking
one free sub.
Can't fucking wait for the Pornhub subscription.
Free discounts at baddragon.com.
Oh god,
you just need to watch out for that fucking coaster. That thing's dangerous.
The coaster just nutted me.
What are you, a fucking idiot?
What are you? Oh yeah, I forgot. We haven't thanked our sponsor in a while, Raymore and Flanagan, for these beautiful coasters that they sponsored our channel with. Raymore and Flanagan, what are you, a fucking idiot? I really hope that somebody tags them someday. I just said it.
Yeah.
Where do half the memes that we have come from? You're a real piece of shit. Fucking that. I mean, hell, Sticky Back is from you just seeing a label that's something that said Sticky Back. Like,
man, that sounds racist.
It's literally just...
Cudger.
I mean, you say it enough, it sticks.
On the back.
On the back. You fucking racist.
Didn't you find, like, the original picture of those?
I did. I found the Sticky Back picture. I was pretty happy about that.
If we ever get another emote slot, I kind of want it to be just the picture of Sticky Back.
God, I don't remember where the fuck that is. I'm going to have to really scroll back through.
Or there's... I still have the one picture of the shoe polish.
No. I don't remember which one this is, but that sounds bad.
Yeah, right?
That sounds real bad.
Right? Oh, that was an old channel meme with us.
Old channel?
Yeah.
Like, different era?
Yeah, that was...
Oh, damn. That was like when the My Bag era was still around, like, for myself. I almost said. Turning Irish. He's gonna play on his phone for a little while, and I'm just gonna ASMR the shit out of you. Yeah, you fucking like that IMBGcast? Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway,
I was like, are we about to have a Logan battle?
A Logan?
Where you just fucking yell into the mic so no one else can hear you kind of thing?
I'm gonna eat my microphone now. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the sweet sensual sounds of my fucking mouth.
I want to fuck your mouth. Get out of here.
Alright, I'm gonna move on to the next one.
You do that.
The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, fuck.
No. This is good news.
Oh, it's not.
A show that... okay, I gotta do this because I apparently put a lot of, like, context in my thing. The Big Bang Theory, a show that parodies the life of a group of nerds and one woman, because of course, will finally be coming to an end after its 12th season. Yeah, nope. After its 12th season. Having the feat somehow of being the longest multicam sitcom ever, the show will end on episode 279. The Big
Alright, so now we know none of our LPs can ever go over episode 279.
The Big Bang Theory cringed its way into normie popularity, much to the disdain of the audience it originally attempted to pander to, and now finally the trash can finally be put into the bag.
Fucking dumpster fire.
I wrote that sentence. That was
a pretty good one.
That was a pretty good one.
That aptly describes it.
The Big Bang Theory cringed its way into normie popularity. That was what? When did I write this? I must have been really angry.
Or had a lot of G Fuel in you.
Yo, true. G Fuel makes me write like a motherfucker for some reason.
But like, I hated that show since season 1. Just stop it. Just kill it now.
It's going down there.
Like, seriously though. That show was terrible from like start to finish.
It tried to pander to the, hey, we're a nerdy audience, and it was like, dude, that's not how we are anymore.
It tried to pander to the audience that got hit by the IT crowd. And just
even the
didn't
IT
get
crowd
it.
was like...
They did it a lot better than
They
them.
did. Oh, I'll agree with that. They did it 20 times better. I feel like some of their guys probably worked in IT.
Yeah.
Like, but some of the jokes were so in there that you're like...
They were very much geared toward, do you know IT?
Yeah.
You'll get this. Whereas Big Bang Theory tried to hit like every facet of nerd and geek.
I fucking hate every character in that. Every single character. It's like... what it reminded me of was, like, you have Sheldon, which is, like, I'm a quintessential nerdy guy.
Much.
So do I. You have the girl, because of course.
Yeah, they need to have a hot blonde.
You have Fez from that 70s show. And then the one guy who still, for some reason, rocks, like, a 70s haircut and fashion.
Yeah.
Because why? Oh, he came with Fez in the 70s show trade-off.
Everyone knows someone who's, like, they still wear, like, the old stuff that they did.
I don't think I do.
I know a couple people that, like, they just always wear the same shit they used to.
Ugh. But yeah, it's just... That show is so fucking cringy, and I couldn't be more happy that it's just dying. Finally. I don't know why it took so long. It's because
because people loved it.
It's because instead of...
us.
Not the crowd that it originally tried to appeal to.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It had to really switch into, like... The people who stereotype rather than the stereotype.
Yeah.
Like, it was really like, haha, oh, this is exactly what it's probably like in their fucking apartment. Meanwhile, you've got, like, us who actually know IT shit that are, like, sitting there like, yo, this is fucking stupid as hell. Like, let me fix my computer now.
Did you know how many times people came up to me like, you like nerd stuff, you probably love the Big Bang Theory? It's like, no.
No, everyone that I know who actually has any type of, like, education in technology... fucking hates that show.
Or even just, like, nerd stuff. Not even, like, the technological facet of it. Like, magic cards and shit like that.
I use that just because working around it all day, that's kind of where I have my biggest reference. But, yeah, anything.
Like, any kind of nerd stuff. Like, there's so many people like, oh, you must love Big Bang Theory. It's like, no. It's like, you watch it, it feels like they're making fun of them.
I don't
Not showing, like, how much it's appreciated.
Like... It's like, what's eating Gilbert Grape, but instead of everyone being supportive, they're super mean to him all the time.
You just love that movie.
I love Gilbert Grape. I love referencing Leonardo DiCaprio and Gilbert Grape. He should have won an Oscar. But his name...
He only had to live in a bear carcass or some shit to do it.
Oh yeah, he went nuts for that role, which is pretty sick.
I think, like...
Do you know he actually fought a bear?
Yeah. With his bare hands.
With his bare hands.
And his dick.
Okay. We're gonna turn off Mike's face cam for a while, for shame. Were you gonna say something?
I don't remember if I was.
Fuck. Okay, I remember what I was gonna say. Rocket League's progression update will launch on August 29th. That's 3 days from now, or Wednesday, I believe, that this will actually launch. It'll cost $10 for a quick upgrade for all the new items and blah blah blah, or play what the developers are estimating to be 100 hours to unlock all of the content. Maybe. 100
hours is a lot.
I don't want to say how much I have in it.
This is like, it's like, how much do I have in Monster Hunter? 100 hours is still a lot.
Yeah, I think I have 1,300 hours in Rocket League.
If someone told me, like, hey, they're putting new stuff in Monster Hunter, it'll take you 100 hours to unlock it. Like,
or $10 to unlock all of it.
Yeah, like, I'd be excited, but I'd still go, at least I know that Capcom will never do, like, the $10 and you can unlock everything kind of thing, because they just don't with Monster Hunter. It's like, cosmetics, sure. Actual content, nope.
See, that's my thing. It's all cosmetics for me. So it's like, I'm just going to pay the $10 because I fucking love that game and I've played more than enough to support.
I can't tell.
I have 1,500 hours in that game, Mike. I don't know. I have like either 13
like,
or 15.
is that legit number?
No, like I think it's like 13 or 15
Jesus.
At this point. Yeah.
That's like my first Monster Hunter.
Yeah. And when I started it 2 years ago, I fucking hated that game. So much hated that game. Now I'm so toxic that everyone hates me in that game.
Like, legit, I think I stopped playing, like, the file on, like, Monster Hunter Freedom for the PSP at, like, 1,200.
Yeah, you told me you had a ton of hours on that game. I think the only one that comes close to Rocket League, there's two, actually. Borderlands 2 or Skyrim. Fallout is kind of in there somewhere, like, over there, but Skyrim, I literally sat on my 360 and burnt out 2 of them.
I was gonna say, the only other game that might come close for that for me is like COD 4. Literally played that over 4 consoles.
You were really fucking good at, wait, was that the remake one?
Yeah.
Because that was the one when you were on the ship, you just kind of knew the fucking missions and
Yeah.
everything. It was kind of creepy.
Like, with COD 4, played on 360, then literally 100%ed it on 360, max prestige, everything. Did the same on PS3. Did the same on PC, and then did it again when it got remastered on PS4.
That's freaking crazy. Wild Tarvis really wants Monster Hunter World. I was thinking about buying it. I already told you that. Like, my buddy Jeff Roberts, I don't know why I said his last name, but
honestly,
my buddy Jeff, he plays it a lot now, and he kind of said get into it. I'm like, I could probably just get a fucking group together at that point.
You could. You 100% could.
Yeah.
It's not hard. Now that they actually have, like, good matchmaking and stuff.
Well, it's just like, I can get, like, him on, I can get you on. We could probably get KJ Dog on there, even though he hates it.
Yeah.
We can make fun of him so much.
It's not hard. He didn't know how to block. He was, like, I was playing with him. He had what's known as a charge blade, which is it's a huge shield and, like, a sword. And then you could put the sword in the shield and make, like, a giant, like, axe out of it.
Cool.
It's a pretty cool weapon. It's extremely powerful. A whole part of it is a thing where you can do moves where you have to charge the sword and you put it into the shield, and then you put the charge into the shield. And the instant you put it into the shield, it actually counts as a block. So you continue your combos and literally block and attack and just keep attacking.
Okay.
It's a whole part of its moveset. He literally didn't even know you could just use L2 and just block.
See, I can't say too much because I'm very much a rusher person. Like, even in, like, games, I love SMGs because I can run and rush.
It's like, okay, you're using, like, the Great Sword, where it's a giant sword. Doesn't have a shield. You don't think it really has defensive capabilities. I can understand if you didn't realize you could
still block at some point.
But, like, you literally have a shield. Why did your brain just go, I have the shield, it's decoration?
Yeah, no, my brain wouldn't do that. Because even in, like, Skyrim, where I don't block a ton, when I have a shield, I always am up with it if I'm not there. Sure, I guess.
But honestly, like, real talk, if you do get Monster Hunter, wait, like, a little bit, see if the Behemoth DLC comes out for it, because once that comes out, it means, like, all the new stuff is out for it. And that'll give you a long, like, it's all free, so you don't have to, like, it's not going to be cost anymore to get it.
Well, then, yeah.
But it's just, and you'll get it in time, it's just, if you try to rush through it, if you go through, like, the very base version, there's not a whole ton, and it'll get kind of repetitive. If you wait for all the new stuff that they added, it'll definitely prolong it a lot more.
Okay.
Because that's the one major complaint that people have, is just, like, people who bought it at launch, it's just, if you bought it at launch and you went really hard on that game, it gets really repetitive after a while.
I don't know how hard I'd go on it. I might do, like, oh, I'm going to go fight one big monster a night or something like that. Like, I pace myself on those games. Like, Far Cry, Part 5? Was that the last one that just came out?
Something like that.
Yeah, but the last Far Cry that just came out, like, I'd go in, I'd do, like, 5 missions, kill a couple people, and then just, like, call it a night. And I was playing through that for quite a while. Like, you saw me, you'd come in, and I was playing it for a while. Shovel Master. Oh my god, I love the shovels in that game so much. I really want to play the Mars DLC, but I don't want to pay for the Mars DLC. Mars. You didn't see that?
No.
You get abducted by aliens and you go to Mars in the DLC for Far Cry. I just want to throw shovels at aliens. Like, is that they catered directly to their target audience?
Yeah.
Me.
Well, it's like what they did with Blood Dragon, where they're like, all right, you have kind of like the basic normal gameplay, then it's like Blood Dragon, where it's like neon 90s craziness. It's like they usually like to do like the base game, and then the DLC is just really out there.
Yeah, I love the DLC on it. Blood Dragon was sick, is what Travis just said.
Blood Dragon is real sick.
Okay.
Only good Trials game.
CD Projekt Red?
You were talking about the thing you told me about before?
There's a couple things with them this week.
Alright, you can just go.
One, the one minor one with them, Cyberpunk 2077 is playable from start to finish.
Yeah.
That's fucking huge. It's still a ways off, but it's there.
It's there. Do you see the gameplay stuff that people are posting from Gamescon?
So sick. It's Deus
the
Ex.
graphics look so pretty.
It's like Deus Ex, but more action, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Like, I'm not a huge Deus Ex fan because it's kind of slowish paced for most of it.
Depends on how you play it.
I tried to play Gunner.
Like original Deus Ex, it's
that one's fine. I'm talking about the newer ones like Mankind Divided and
it depends on
Human
how you
Revolution.
You can do a build that's like super crazy mobility, and you literally just fly through people and murder them.
I just mean in general, like, you're doing a lot of research and talking to people before you get to those small segments, and then it's like 900 hours of like that. It's like the games are cool. I get it.
You just want less story, more killy.
No, I want more story in that. Like how Borderlands can tell a story as you go.
So you want Gears of War walk and talks. Got it.
Thank you.
I fucking hate walk and talks.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it with Borderlands when they kind of give you like minor cutscenes and little things here and there and doing that.
It's very much like a personal thing for me. Like walk and talks, really like you make the character kind of slow down, or you try to deliver story like while they're doing something else to kind of like hide loading kind of thing.
Yeah. I
would rather just like, because I hate when I feel that so I'm like, okay, we're in a walk and talk right now, or I hate where it's like with Borderlands, sometimes you go too far too fast and you would skip a cutscene or something like that, or skip dialogue.
I'll agree with that.
Like I would rather just give me a cutscene, and then I'm good.
Do you know who did it really good by locking off areas and things like that? Fucking Batman. Arkham City, Arkham Knight, even Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knight. Yeah, I got it to all three. They did it really well because it was like, well, with Arkham Asylum, it was kind of like locked to begin with, but City and Knight, it was like, oh, you can go and find these things, and it'll just do like minor cutscenes or something like that. Or if you start, it'll kind of just like show up to the person, and you just kind of go do it. They did it very well, actually. Now I'm thinking about it, like that was a random thought, but they did it very well.
It's like I hate the feeling of like the game is slowing you down so you can't progress so you get the story across kind of thing.
Agree.
I hate the fact that games that don't do that, if you go too far too fast, you can just skip content.
That's annoying.
Like,
I'll agree with that.
Those are the two things that I hate. I'd rather just have cutscenes, but I can understand why people would rather not have the jarring cutscene and just be able to still do stuff.
See, it's not even really that for me. Like, I like cutscenes and things like that, but I also like being able to just kind of move quicker. It's like I hate Final Fantasy style cutscenes, but I love what's a good game that I could like reference here? Ooh, I don't even know.
Call of Duty.
No, not at all.
Has the best cutscenes. What are you talking about?
Shit, I don't know. Like Grand Theft Auto cutscenes, I like because it's like it's there, and then you're just back in the world.
Yeah.
And then you're there, and you're back in the world. But it all seems like transitionally, it seems legit. I don't know. Deus Ex just didn't have that movement to me. It felt
also with Deus
like
Ex, a lot of it was just like you talking to this person, choosing dialogue options, where it was like semi cutscene, it's just kind of text boxes.
Or fucking like, hey, you got to talk to this person. Search 90 computers to find out what you got to say to them really quick if you want the proper way to say it. Fuck you. Suck my dick. Who made that game?
I don't remember.
Who made that game, Mike? Don't you hold them from me.
I don't remember.
Fuck you. They're watching. I know they are.
It's just I don't remember is now. Like, retroactively the studio that made it.
Time warp. Oh, me. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you got all this stuff in front of you.
CD.
I can talk about my one weird week thing if you want to take a break from new stuff, or you can go back to new stuff. I don't care.
We got a lot of news.
All right, new stuff it is.
I think I wrote your thing in the middle of the news.
Okay.
Because it was like, news, break, final news.
Well, literally, I told you, like, remind me to talk about this thing.
Yeah.
And then you're like, and you kept talking, like, Mike.
I was writing it.
Write it.
I told you I was writing it.
Better not be a picture of horse balls.
CD Projekt Red has posted a picture of horse balls on their Twitter. CD Projekt Red is under fire just days before they showed new screens for Cyberpunk 2077. In response to a tweet that said, "I want more, guys," the company's Twitter account tweeted back by saying, "Did you just assume their gender?" Of course, Backlash... Oh, this is where I get really nasty. Of course, Backlash came from a loud vocal minority that finds simple shit like this offensive, in which many of who probably never had an intention of purchasing a game from CD Projekt Red. Mere days later, they released new screenshots and leaked out some other info for Cyberpunk 2077, and everyone just kind of forgot about the joke. Thank God. Guess I got a little salty right now.
You did.
The part that kills me is, like, of course people got offended, like, you just assume their gender... Oh my god, this game that I was never going to pick up! And I have more to say about this in a second, because there's another game that kind of got under some backlash, too.
You got little happy feet there.
Oh yeah, nobody can see. Nobody can see what's going on over here.
They can kind of see, like, a little bit of your leg doing a little jimmy there, but that's about it. You're just fucking shaking the camera, though.
But yeah, so they came under fire from people who were probably never going to buy the game anyway. Oh, Cyberpunk 2077 made a joke about gender. Oh. Anyway, Doom Eternal is now getting backlash as well for making fun of political correctness and policy. During a demonstration...
It's literally been doing that since Doom 1, though.
During a demonstration for the game, the devs made remarks such as, "My brothers and sisters, let's help to make our friends' transition into our world a comfortable one," referencing border control and things like that, and immigration. "Remember, demon can be an offensive term. Refer to them as mortally challenged," referencing pretty much the illegal alien and, like, yeah. And then, "Earth is the melting pot of the universe." So, that was during a press conference. It kind of makes me want to buy Doom Eternal.
I was probably going to anyways.
Because it's just so dumb.
Like, honestly, I would buy Doom for the soundtrack.
Doom has some good soundtracks.
Have you heard the soundtrack for, like, the last one, 2016, was it? Like,
yes, actually I have.
Oh my god, that
really
soundtrack is
good.
amazing.
Yeah, no, they're pretty good.
The one track is, I think it's just titled, like, BFG.
I don't know what that's referencing.
It's just 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I like Doom as, like, a casual shooter. I have a hard time paying, like, $60 for it. Do I have it? That being said, I do own it.
No, see, what you do is you have a couple people, like, we all go, like, halfsies on it, so then we can just kind of, like, share it
okay, so we're gonna vert here. So after the Earth is the melting pot of the universe, political correctness advocates took to Twitter, because of course they did, to cry about the offensive remarks and jokes, saying that they are tasteless and baseless. Surely Doom Eternal has now lost nearly its entire buyer base. I don't remember. I must have been really salty that night. Surely Doom Eternal has now lost nearly its entire buyer base after this, as political correctness advocates are definitely the target audience for a hyper-violent space shooter about insane guns and monstrous alien enemies. So yeah, rip Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not buying it anymore.
Yeah.
I'll still buy the soundtrack, though. That soundtrack's great.
Oh, here it is. Salski's Weird Week.
Oh, yeah.
Psycho Big Lots guy.
Yeah, so I got a new apartment, hence why I wasn't here the last Sunday and Monday. Because I was, like, moving shit up 3 flights of stairs and it's heavy and it sucks and fuck that.
And I didn't help him.
No. You offered, but, like, it was, like, 9:30 at night and it's...
My mom went into the hospital.
Oh, that too.
Oh, yeah, no, the most important part. Oh, that. It turns out it's just really big kidney stones. Like...
Alright, that's good. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is mine. I peed this out. I'm not lying. That's real. That's my kidney stone. I know it looks like Minecraft redstone, but it's not.
Your urethra must just be shredded right now.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. It does some fucking sets at the gym every once in a while. Super straight.
The fucking Bloodstar beef from Bloodborne just flapping around there.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
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 I hate
But
us.
anyways.
I hate us so much.
I went there to, like, look at futons, get a new bed, shit like that.
Yeah.
And, like, I was picking up, like, random stuff just for the house. Like, oh, I'm gonna get some, like, pots and plates. I'm gonna get, like, some mixing bowls.
Some plots and plates.
Some plots and plates. I got a fucking shower mat, and I roll it up so it's not just flopping around, you know, hitting old ladies in the face and stuff like that. And I have it so, like, the barcode's up. I try and make it, like, easy for the guy to ring out. And to be fair, this guy is, like, if you think stereotypical, like, milady guy,
Oh, no.
it's basically that, except he has a Big Lots t-shirt on. You can tell it's, like, the standard t-shirt, but he felt the need to cut it into a V-neck.
That's super weird.
He has a ponytail, of course. And, of course, he tucks it into his jean shorts.
He tucks his ponytail into his jean
No,
shorts?
he might. It was a long ponytail.
Can you imagine seeing that? Sorry, go ahead.
And he tucks his fucking custom-cut Big Lots V-neck into his jean shorts that he's wearing.
Oh, this is bad.
And, like, as he's ringing out, like, I go to hand him the rolled-up, like, shower mat, and he's just like, you can use that to hide a body. And I'm just like, what? He's like, yeah. Probably a really small body, though. And I'm like, oh, you're making a joke. Alright. And he's like, or you'd probably have to cut him up, though. And I'm like, oh, okay.
You have
just keep going. If you cut him up, though, you have to make sure you squeeze all the juice out.
Squeeze up. What is he, a fucking lemon? Like,
I'm just like, sure, guy, whatever. He's like, oh, you could probably, like, dispose of, like, 3 or 4 people before this gets too contaminated to use again.
what the actual fuck?
And it's like, alright, thanks, goodbye. And, like, as I'm
Forever.
leaving, and I'm like, I'm probably never going back to Big Lots again.
Holy
And then I'm like,
shit.
as I'm pushing the cart out, he's like, goodbye, Auf Wiedersehen, sayonara, shishi ni, that's Chinese, the other one was Japanese, the other one was German, I know like 26 other languages how to say goodbye, why are you not turning around? Alright, have a good day, remember, come back to Big Lots, goodbye. Like, as I'm leaving, he kept trying to, like, talk to me, I'm just like,
fuck.
What made you think any of this was okay?
Can I make a guess? Were you wearing your Bad Dragon shirt?
That actually came up today, but no.
Oh my god.
No, I wasn't.
Because that would have been the best. Like, maybe he thought, like, if you were wearing that Were you?
No.
Okay.
It might have been because I was wearing, you know, the one Big Top rentals shirt that I have?
Mm-mm.
Were for tent rentals, and on the back it says for the best erections.
No, I don't remember that one.
It's like a legit company t-shirt, and I stole it because I thought the back was hilarious, because erection as in they do like giant like party tents and stuff.
You
And
stole it?
Yeah. And it literally just says, for the best erections, call us. And I'm like, I need this t-shirt.
Somebody clip him saying he stole it. You're going to jail.
Yeah, probably.
He stole it from a sick kid. That sick fuck.
Probably had AIDS.
An AIDS kid. AIDS baby.
Uh,
Speaking of an AIDS baby who's not, like, born yet but still going to be aborted, Star Citizen,
oh, okay. Yeah, probably true.
the $192 million game, is having an alpha weekend currently.
Oh boy.
That's right, you can openly play the alpha of a game that was supposed to come out 4 years ago that somehow, despite its massive budget, still hasn't passed into beta!
Like, technically, if you could play it, it's already not in alpha. People misconstrue over what, like, alpha
We've
beta
had this
means,
conversation.
like, so, like, it's already shitty with that. Like, just call it a beta and be a little bit more accurate.
Dude, that accurate. It was supposed to come out 4 years ago.
Like,
They're the least accurate company
like,
I've ever fucking heard
the
of.
longer this goes on, the shadier it looks.
It
like,
just looks like Doom Forever. Or Doom Forever. Duke Nukem Forever.
Like, they should really just fucking, like, No Man's Sky it. And I think their PR would actually be better if they just put out a game, no matter how, like, unfinished it was. It's like, here it is. We're working on it.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, like literally just No Man's Sky.
This like literally everyone's like, Stars, this is gonna be what No Man's Sky should have been. Yeah, it is. It's exactly like No Man's Sky though. Like exactly fucking like it.
Guess what? Now No Man's Sky is what No Man's Sky should have been. So
fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still. Yeah.
Okay. Going back in the day when
we went back to depressing for a second there.
Remember back in the day when you could have cloud saves, because paid for cloud saves on the Nintendo Switch and the trouble of replacing a defective console.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm doesn't remember because Nintendo is scuzzy in this aspect.
Like
you can't do cloud saves or backups even with a little fucking piece of code that says, hey, maybe this is your thing.
Yeah, we found out firsthand how shitty the transfer is for
H.H. Craig
putting one Nintendo Switch to another. Especially if that one account doesn't have an account linked to it. Then you try to sign in anyways with an already existing account, and it just fucking overwrites the account that's already on there with the other person's account.
Did that guy come back in H.H. Craig after his kid's account kind of just lost all its saves of, like, 1,000 hours of Mario Odyssey?
I think because he realized that he's the one who did it, so...
Yeah, what were we gonna do? Hey, dude, you fucked your account up. I don't know what to
tell
you.
Do you want me to, like, play the games and get everything back? Like...
Yeah, it was, Oh! Can we do that as a service? Can you sell saves as a service? Saves as a service.
Saves as a service.
I think we're on to something.
Yeah, GameFAQs.
Shit, you right. So yeah.
There's very few saves that people would pay for. Like, if you had a legit save of, like, some, like, the hardest achievements in the world that, like, got you special things, people might pay for those. But most of those, you could probably also just find, like, a hacked version.
Probably. Man, there's a lot of reporter news I'm just realizing now.
Like, did I tell you about the Resistance Fallen Man? Like, this is reminding me of, like, speaking of, like, really hard challenges. Did I ever tell you about the Resistance Fallen Man thing?
No.
So, in Resistance Fallen Man, it was a multiplayer-only skin. You could get, like, one of their special ops guys if you beat the game on the hardest difficulty.
Okay.
If you beat it on the hardest difficulty without dying a single time, you got the same skin, but the guy had, like, a skull head. That achievement is fucking hard. Like, that game, like, on the max difficulty, you die in, like, 4 hits, and it takes, like, 1,000,000 bullets to kill something. So if you saw someone who had that skull head...
You just don't fuck with them.
Holy fuck, they were a god at that game.
Yeah. At that point, it just party matches you with everyone with skull heads, because it's just like, yo, your skull head ain't shit, because everyone else here got it too. Now these are the only people you can play with, because you lost your life to it.
Oh my god.
Fuck that.
Like, there's, like, certain achievements where it's like, that's hard, but doable. Then there's that one where I'm like, this would be so frustrating.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, you died, restart.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Eurogamer, and this is the reason I brought them up today.
Okay. I didn't hear anything about this, so I don't know what it is.
This is kind of, like, low-key, like, shitty what they did, because they pretty much wasted everyone's fucking time.
Yeah, what about Thor?
Eurogamer didn't receive the feedback they would have liked on their recent interview by Tom Phillips with CD Projekt Red lead quest designer Philip Weber. I know, Philip Weber was kind of weird.
Spider-Man, got it.
So after a fucking closed-door gameplay session, interviewers were able to sit down and conduct private questions with the Red team.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. I'm looking at CD Projekt Red. They're working on one of the biggest anticipated games. What kind of questions do you ask? Yo, this gameplay mechanic. Yo, you're with the lead quest designer. Like, yo, how many branching narratives am I able to do? Is it, like, crazy, or is it, like, sort of side-constructed?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. The backlash for Eurogamer comes from the fact that over half of the questions asked were about their preferred pronouns, gender fluidity, and whether you have more character creation options to appeal to the prior. With the lead quest designer. This interview garnered enough...
To be fair, that doesn't seem like something you should ask the lead quest designer.
No, not at all. This interview...
Character designer, maybe?
No, yeah. The interview garnered enough attention and backlash that other game news sites were actually reporting on how bad that interview was.
They should have just stolen an interview from Boomstick Gaming.
Well, they were like, oh, we got the interview that you're gonna want. Like, check this shit out. And literally, I went to their comic section, or a comment section.
No, it is a comic section, let's be fair.
Yeah, because everyone's a comedian. I went down to the comment section, and I looked at it, and it was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, I want to know about the game. I don't give a shit what you identify, blah, blah, blah. I even added, I'm like, maybe nobody fucking cares about that. In 2077, maybe you just want to survive in this neo-punk dystopia.
People even have genders back then?
Oh, my God.
Fucking swap out the hard drive.
Billy put lol.
God damn it, Billy.
I wasn't going that bad, but it was just like, you have the most literally anticipated game that I could think of right now with the quest designer.
Yeah.
And you ask that shit.
Yeah. First question should be, how many boobs do I see? Is there a quest for boobs? I have to say it because Larry's not here. Someone has to.
Tom Phillips, you can go fuck yourself. You're an idiot. That just, it blew my mind. Like, how dumb it actually was. Like, just
I'll agree.
Ask about the game. Address that shit with the proper people. You're with a quest designer. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, there's a quest where you learn how to shut the fuck up. Can you imagine if they did that? Yeah, well, you know, on this, there's this quest where you can go shove all your questions up your fucking dick hole.
Oh, wait, I assumed your gender. Do you have a dick?
Why would you ask, Billy said, why would you ask the lead quest designer any of that? Nobody knows. It's just, it's so dumb. So yeah, game...
People have to feel like... It's a whole thing. Let's not get into it. It's not worth getting into.
Don't worry, your drink never goes on this one. I'm playing with a coaster with my foot now.
I mean, I don't use one anyways.
Oh, true.
You specifically have this one next to me. I don't think I've ever actually used it.
Okay. What do you put them on the floor?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. I don't give a shit. Larry pours drinks on the floor in here, so it's all good.
How many times has he done that now?
Like twice
like
or 3
4?
times. Oh, really? Has he not told me?
No, it was like...
Okay.
He's done it at least twice where it was like just on the ground and he kicked it. There was the one where he did it for the video where we just knocked everything off the table and it spilled.
Yeah, holy fuck.
That's at least 3 I could think of.
He's really screwed me over on this security deposit, I'm not going to lie. Speaking of gaming journalism and how kind of crappy everyone in that scene is right now, the Devil May 5 demo release...
I love how people are calling it... Just to be fair, I love how people are calling it Devil May 5.
Okay, I'll call it that. Yeah. I didn't even see that yet.
That's great.
Devil May 5 demo released to game journalists, and after basic first impressions, they have begun speaking on the more quiet tone and the lack of music in the game. The creators spoke months ago about how the music will increase the better you are in the game and the more combos that you pull off. Memes.
Yeah.
Months ago, memes were made.
That was literally talked about at E3.
I know.
Like, the game was announced, and they're like, yeah, the music coincides with how good you're doing.
So the memes about how journalists will complain about the lack of, like, all of that, when a demo or the game releases, see, it came true. People were making fun of it before it actually happened, like, so preemptively, and it literally fucking happened. They're like, yeah, can't wait for game journalists to get this fucking game and never hear a goddamn soundtrack and complain about it. Oh, I can't wait for game journalists to get this game and literally not understand that combos are, like, the most important thing. And it fucking happened to a T. Like, to a T.
Like,
how do you suck that bad?
I can't... Like, I still watch that trailer and get hype over because it's a great fucking trailer.
Looks good.
Like, to be...
I don't think we talked about it really too much on this channel.
The song is very, like, Devil May Cry song, where, like, the song itself is kind of shitty, but the fact that it's, like, tied into Devil May Cry makes it good, if that makes any sense.
No, I get you. It's kind of like a B-horror movie. Like, they're shitty, but because they're in that genre, they're okay.
Yeah. But it's like...
That's a good analogy.
It's a great trailer, and I can't wait for this game. I'm at least going to stream it, if not, do something else with it.
Yeah. Billy said that it proves that they aren't having people that play games review them. It's game journalists just... They're not good at games. I think they just know how to write about games. But the problem is, if you can't play a game, you can't write about it properly.
I feel like a story like this came up, like, almost a year ago. Like, I don't know.
I already know which one you're talking about.
Something about, like,
the dude who couldn't play it?
Receptacle of some liquid that he would use as, like a body part. Like, maybe like, a head or something. Like a jar face.
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about right now.
Cuphead.
Oh, the Cuphead review. Okay,
the guy who passed the fucking tutorial.
Where it was telling him what to do.
Like, I love on HDQ they did a speed run of Cuphead, and they're like, all right, this is the hardest part of the game. We start the tutorial, literally clears it in like one jump.
Yeah, like, it was really bad. Yeah, but that was just another games journalist thing that, like, oh my god, this was predicted. I can't believe, like, I know I say this every week, but I can't believe how shitty game journalism is right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's to a point where it's like, even, like, the people who used to, like, listen and watch are like, yo, like, what the fuck is wrong with you, actually?
Like, some of the problem is, like, games journalism itself is getting kind of shitty because they're talking about shit that shouldn't be talked about. And some of it also kind of goes on developers where they're not... Like, before it was like, here, it's kind of in development, like, there's not a lot of, like, ads going around for it, then all of a sudden it's like, here it is, review it. And now there's, like, so much that leads up that there's so much analyzing and stuff like that that it's, like, it's just kind of...
I just feel like the journalists aren't doing their part, though.
They're not.
Like, if you can't play a game, you're not doing your job as a games journalist. If you can't play the game, if you're like, wow, this is really hard and I'm not good at this, you go find somebody else that can play it while you watch, and just kind of analyze and ask them questions while you're doing it to get a feel.
There's so many things, though, that are, like, it's hard to say, like, oh, this seems good, this seems bad. Like, there's definitely, like, oh, this seems good, and you can look at it. But then there's some things where it's, like, was it Resident Evil that we were playing where I'm like, no, it looks like it controls fine. Then, like, or it was definitely fucking Life is Strange, where it's like, everyone's like, it looks like it controls fine. Then you hold the controller, and you're like, this does not control fine at all. It's one of those things, like, you don't really get it until you try to do it.
Yeah. And nobody talks about that.
Yeah.
Whatever. So we got a ton of Gamescon news.
Right.
So I just kind of made a separate subsection for it. And we're kind of starting the tail end of the podcast. We didn't go as long as I thought we would, actually.
Cool.
I think me just writing a ton just kind of helps us go through the topics a little more.
Yeah, it's just you talk, then I comment, then it's over.
Wow, we're getting better at this. New layout, new me. Okay, I'm going to end the stream now. Here we go. Bye.
We should really just have, like, make a stream outro, so when we do that, we, like, just start clicking, just, it just starts playing the outro, then we just cut out of it.
Just all the credits. Nobody.
Supporters. Fuck us, nobody.
We could have, like, our one subscriber.
Just supporter, Star Raptor. Producer, Star Raptor.
Subscriber, Jake.
It's like, Jake, these other guys are just on the channel anyways.
Us. Not even me. I don't even subscribe to our channel. Fuck our channel.
We don't have a free one, to be fair.
True, yeah. I don't
What does that say? Someone did something.
A Wild Tarbus just subscribed with Twitch Prime? We have 5. Can we make another remote?
No.
Fuck. I don't care. Well, thank you. I don't.
We can't more till we get, like...
Thanks a lot, dude.
Not affiliated, because we're an affiliate now. It's, like, partnered or whatever.
I got you. Oh, look, you got the pizza slice. Oh, Jesus. Did you just watch what just happened?
Yeah.
There was pizza and there was you like, okay, anyway. I'm not going to blow out your mic after you subscribe to us. Thanks so much, Travis. I appreciate that so much. Now we've got 5 viewers. I was going to say 6 because there was, but then it went down to 5 because we suck. Gamescom news ahoy! Battlefield 5 now has an open beta date, September 4th for Origin Access Premier subs who pre-ordered, and September 6th for everyone else. This is the same date that... oh, shit. This is double news. This is the same date that the mess formerly known as PUBG gets a full release date for Xbox One. So one game enters beta, another one closes it after about 1.5 years. On a side note, PUBG will be getting a training mode, not yet, but soon, maybe September, possibly.
Apparently it's super in-depth, but does anybody even still play it to get trained?
Yo, you can see our emo!
Yeah,
Yarpos. Anyway. What? Yarpos, homies. Always protect the McNuggets from dick fuel. Wait till this pops up on your side. But Dick Fuel said always protect the McNuggets. Okay?
You gotta protect the McNuggets.
I don't disagree with this. I just didn't expect this.
Just a little...
That. Life is Strange 2 gets a new trailer, and the resounding response from its fans of the series is...
I think the story sounds pretty cool.
Did you watch the trailer?
No.
So, the whole trailer, everyone was like, oh my god, this looks awesome and everything like that, but the overall kind of theme was kind of like walking out of, like, The Last Jedi. It was like, Like, it looks good, and it looks like it's going to be a Life is Strange game, but, Like, the trailer didn't show off anything really
I like
well.
it's just like, hey, two brothers accidentally kill a cop.
You still don't get the reference, so you can't say two brothers like that. Two brothers, and they kill a cop with a cop car, and they're on the run, and there's people coming for them. One brother has a gun hand weapon. The other is stupid.
Like, you were right for the most part.
He has, like, I don't know, he has force powers. He's like, whoosh! I wish my camera would just fall off when I did that. Like, wah! And it blows up.
Me too.
But yeah, following two brothers after the event that occurred in the teaser trailer with the cop getting killed by an unseen force, with the car kind of rolls onto him. They show his mangled body in the trailer. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Michael Koch has already confirmed that the previous characters in the series will be left behind in favor of a completely new story. Oh, my heart.
So,
My heart.
here's the thing.
Sounds like Game of the Year
stuff
material.
Where it's like, alright, continuing on a story with the same characters, cool. Creating an anthology can also be really cool if it's done right. So, like, 100%, like, these characters, we saw their story. We're done with them for now, at least. Not saying they'll never go back.
That's what
just
I'm hoping
for now.
for.
We're done. Cool. Let's see some new characters. It's like, I know you don't watch Stranger Things, but like with Stranger Things, the way the first season ended, they should have stopped it there. Then season 2 should be a completely new set of kids and a completely new setting, new town, new monsters, or whatever.
Yeah.
It would have been so much better.
Like a different way of
we're
dealing with
continuing
it.
the story. Then season 3 is we're continuing it some more. I understand it's like they grow attached to these kids. These actors are now like the face of Stranger Things. Now we don't really want to get rid of them, but like it would have been so much better just to create an anthology instead of
and then bring them back in and pull it. Like, yeah. I mean, they
So,
struck
like-
gold. They could probably strike gold twice
so like
with them.
I will really mix the whole like Max Caulfield, that whole thing. Like that was cool.
I loved Max's story. I think
I'm-
hers is still the best, in my
I'm
opinion.
willing to give this a shot. I like the concept that they're going with. I think I would still rather like the eventual like Super Friends team up that I think is going to happen.
Like, right at the end.
Yeah.
My only problem is, like, the Super Friends team up, it feels a little too much for that universe.
Time bitch and gun hand.
Yeah, Time Bitch and Gun Hand. That's whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a little much for that universe. But
I feel like there's something going to happen that's like
it'd be.
I don't know how
It
to
would be really
explain-
cool. Sorry.
So,
Go on.
like, you know how like in Unbreakable is the M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Yeah.
Where it's like he's kind of a superhero, but he's not like a superhero.
He's like an anti-hero.
Not even anti-hero, but like
No, not an anti-hero. What is that called? There's a term for that.
I don't know, but it's like
Fuck.
he's a superhero, but he's not like Superman. He's not Batman, where he's like, I have a costume, I'm a superhero doing superhero things. He's like, he does kind of superhero things, but he's just like a dude.
Yeah.
I kind of want something to happen where it's like, it's not like a true superhero team up, but it's close to it.
What was the one where the kids get the superpowers?
You
You know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah,
That was really good.
yeah.
I forget what the movie is,
I
but
know what
it's
you're talking about. I
a
don't
bunch
remember
of kids get superpowers, and the one kid kind of like just starts force
Yeah.
crushing things and like that.
Basically becomes evil.
Yeah. What I would love to see is like if Max is kind of like the good side, and this kid ends up kind of like just keep
Yeah.
on giving in and giving in and giving in,
Yeah.
or like it's those two eventually, and then all of a sudden like they bring back what's his name? from
Captain
last-
Sparklefist.
Captain Sparkles. Like if they brought him back as like he starts to grow up and he's
Yeah.
like kind of the like you both need to fucking
'Cause
stop.
we
That
don't
would
know
be crazy.
we don't know when that story happened. That could be super past. When you see him again, he could be an adult.
He could be just normal. Like he
Yeah.
could be like a normal fucking dude. He could have been Max's dad, and he died.
No, that was
Oh, like mine.
that was Chloe's dad.
Chloe's dad. Oh, like mine. Okay.
Are you gonna
but-
dye your hair blue now?
Oh, sick. No. But yeah, like, I think that would be cool if you had, like, them struggling against each other
Yeah.
eventually. Like, he causes destruction, and, who was it? Max, kind of brings it back and, like, is like, no, like, you need to fucking stop this.
Yeah.
And, like, that'd be sick. And then
Except Max would always win because you go time stop, knife stab.
Yeah, but it seems like Captain Sparkles, whoever that kid's name is, like, he kind of seems like he's on the outside of, like, reality. Like, he might be, like, a reality bender, even with time, so...
Yeah, like, we know he could fly. That's about it.
Unless he died. We don't know. Maybe he died.
Yeah,
Alright. I'm gonna be back in, like, 20 seconds, because I chugged that G Fuel, and I gotta piss so bad right now.
I don't know what I'm gonna do for 20 seconds. I literally have nothing to talk about.
Shenmue? No?
1 and 2 came out, they're remastered, they improved a whole bunch of stuff.
Talk about... Give your favorite recipe for spaghetti.
You put spaghetti in water and...
20 seconds!
You put spaghetti in water, and then you put some meatballs in a pan with a little olive oil, and you brown them up, and then you take a jar of, like, I don't know, whatever the fuck spaghetti sauce you want, like, just pour that shit in there in a saucepan with it, and, like, fucking just cook them up, and then you take that, and you drain the spaghettis, and you pour it on the spaghettis, and you're done. Maybe some Parmesan, you fucking emerald that shit, just BAM! And, I don't know, that's spaghetti.
What is going on here? What is happening?
I don't know. You missed my ultimate spaghetti recipe. That was pretty awesome.
Oh.
10 out of 10, 4 Michelin stars. You came back just in time, too.
It's like,
How fast did you actually piss? Were you, like, pissing as you were running down the hallway?
oh yeah, no, the hall is filled with urine now. The hallway's gone.
Just fucking covered all the cats.
Unsalvageable. All my clothes from vacation that were sitting there just urinated. Did I show you what I got Dean from vacation?
No.
This is a total side note. I went into a thrift shop, and Dean collects VHS tapes.
Yeah.
And while I don't really see him that much anymore,
Did you find a VHS of VHS?
I found the complete VHS collection of the fucking Twilight Zone. Like, what?
That's
like,
cool.
Original cases and everything like that.
There's something on the wing.
There's... yeah, okay, I'm done. NVIDIA graphics cards. New NVIDIA GPUs, ahoy. I don't know what was up with me and ahoy writing down on this.
Ahoy hoy.
Ahoy hoy. Me-hoy, me-hoy. Anyway, claim to be 6 times more powerful than previous gens, and with real-time ray tracing, fancy terminology for God ray lights and all that good stuff. These new...
Those lights look, like, awesome.
It looks really good. The new Beast cards titles will be the 2070, 2080, and 2080 Ti. They will set you back a pretty penny.
Beast cards.
Yeah, they're gonna set you back a lot too. I think the 2080 Ti is like $1,200 for like the top one. I think it's like $800 for the next one, maybe
so,
$9.
What I'm kind of happy about is that this will drop the price of other graphics cards. Where like until a whole bunch of new crazy shit comes out, you should now be able to start getting like decent graphics cards a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, I kind of want to put a second 1080 in the system. I'm not gonna lie. Like if it drops like enough, I might just throw an SLI 1080 in there.
Which now you can make a pretty decent build. Like eventually, like it'll probably take at least 2 years before we start seeing games. It's like, hey, you're now gonna want this new thing to make
the
sure
ray tracing.
Yeah.
Me and Melnick were talking about that, and it's one of those years where you're gonna want to skip it because, like, just to go a little bit further in this, it is based on NVIDIA's new Turing architecture, which we're sure to see an interesting jump in graphics over the next few years with the new tweaks that they're making and the new technology.
Yeah.
But that's just it. Over the next few years. I was talking to Gene. Like, you know, like the only Gene you know, I forgot that you only know one Gene that I know.
What makes you think I don't know other genes?
No, but the one that I know. We have
gene apologist.
We have a commonality in this gene. I was talking to him, and he brought up a really good one that I was pretty excited about. Remember Borderlands 3, the like kind of assets that they showed for that one, like, hey, this is how we're doing cross sketching and everything like that. Can you imagine how crazy you can get with the stylized art with Borderlands with this new tech? Like, my thing is, if they announce Borderlands and they're like, hey, it's coming out and it's not going to take advantage of it at first, but they do kind of like Fallout did, and they're like, we got a 4K patch with like craziness going on, like, or like just like an update patch that's like, yo, like, you thought it looked good? Because it looked good in those demos where they showed like cross-hatching on the walls for everything. I'm so fucking stoked to see what that can do with that.
It makes me excited to see what it can do with that. It makes me scared to see what that's going to do on consoles.
Oh, it's not going to be on consoles. What they're going to dumb it down for consoles like they always do with Borderlands. I'm fine with that. Fuck consoles at this point. I'm going to have two 1080 Ti's really soon because graphics cards. We just talked about this.
Yeah, the graphics cards are going to drop to like $1 a piece, something like that.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, really.
We're going quad SLI, motherfuckers. I think I only have one more, like, 16x slot in there that I could utilize, so...
Just drop, like, a goddamn, like, bit farming rig into your computer.
And then buy the 2080 Ti times 2. I'm not a scumbag miner, though. Yeah.
You'll become one, though.
I will become what I have hated the most. Moving on.
That's like a tagline to, like, every movie in the 90s. He must become what he hates most.
I will become pineapple on pizza.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. It's almost like pickle on pizza. Go ahead, fucking say something, bitch.
Some people don't like perfection.
Yeah. Okay. I don't have anything really good to say, so I'm just not going to even argue with that. Shenmue 3 gets a final release date of August 27th, 2019, so it's going to get delayed probably.
I know a certain person who's extremely excited about this game.
Larry?
No.
Logan?
No.
Billy?
He works at the Greg's.
Jack?
No. Oh, maybe it was Jack who was talking about it, it wasn't you. Ahmad?
Shut the fuck up. Really?
Yeah. Ahmad is looking forward to this game more than any person I know. Today he just bought the 1 and 2 remake.
Shut up.
Yeah, right?
That's super weird to me.
Right?
So yeah, August 27th, 2019, apparently Mod's gonna have one.
No one knows who Ahmad is.
Nah, he's a
pro footballer.
Yeah, he was a pro football player at one point. But he now works with us. I actually filmed for him a long time ago. I was filming like his brother's thing, and then he just kind of stopped the filming, and then wanted it done again, and I didn't have enough continuity to like actually do it anymore, so I had to like reject his story. So awkward. But yeah, that's weird. I didn't think that would be a thing. Anyway, Shenmue 3 gets the release date August 27, 2019. After a successful Kickstarter in 2015, fans now only have to wait one more year to play the game after seeing the release date trailer. So, yeah. Shenmue 3. If you like working in a coffee shop or something for like 20 hours.
I legit never thought I was going to see Shenmue 3.
So, it's weird for me. I didn't care if I saw it, but I figured it was eventually going to happen because of how much I saw Shenmue shit, despite it not being a big thing, apparently. You always see shit about Shenmue.
Like, if you told me, like, 2 years ago, yeah, they're going to remake 1 and 2, I'd be like, that's possible. They're going to release 3. I'd be like, you're fucking lying.
See, I'd be the other way around with it. If they said they were going to make a 3, but not re-release the other ones, I'd be like, yeah, that's totally, that's yeah. I'm kind of surprised they did a complete remaster of the first and second one. I am. I'm really fucking surprised about that. But yeah, Shenmue 3. Do you play it?
Not really.
Me neither.
Like
Larry probably does.
See, so I played it way back in the day, but now it's one of those things where like the Yakuza games are out, and I think they just Shenmue better than Shenmue does.
Okay.
So it's like, I'm not saying Shenmue's bad. Yakuza just does it better.
Okay.
Just play Yakuza.
No, that's fair. That's a completely fair statement. I don't think any less of you. I do, always, but not lesser than that. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah.
All right. Now I hate you for agreeing
Good.
with me.
Plus, Yakuza has the best character ever, which is this Nugget the chicken.
Hey, we have a logo for him. Also on August 27th, but this year, Twitch will be hosting a massive Pokemon marathon in cooperation with the Pokemon Company.
I saw that.
It will feature 19 seasons of the show, 16 movies, and will have interactive events throughout the stream where viewers can earn badges for the platform. So you can
I didn't fucking know there were 16 goddamn movies.
Yeah. 19 seasons, 16 movies. There's probably more than that, but that's probably the ones that they're choosing as canon for it. Can we do Let's Watches of those? I never
100% you can.
Not that we're gonna do it because I don't want to commit to that, but is that like you can like do it through Twitch and like
if you can restream their stream on your stream
with myself on there talking.
Yeah.
Interesting. So maybe we will have
But
some.
you just can't like really take like your Pokemon DVD and just watch it on there.
Oh, so this is already happening by the time this goes unlive on Wednesday, but it starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't remember. It's been too long.
So I know there's the Indigo League, Orange Islands, and then there's one right after that. I think it might be Kanto.
I legit tried to watch like the new stuff.
He put Travis put holy shit, what? Yeah. Starting tomorrow you're gonna be able to watch Pokemon like non-stop for a while. In order.
Stream's dying. Oh, we just died.
I think it might have just been my TV because we're still live over here.
All right.
Oh no, we might have lapsed for a second there. My internet might have lapsed there.
Let's find out before we. Are we back? Looks like we're back.
Oh yeah, we're good. For some reason it just lapsed out. But yeah. Did it do it again? No, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, we're back.
Cool. Sorry about that, guys. Weird Streamlapse there. I'm not recording. Fuck.
Oh well.
I'll just export it to.
Yeah.
If it's 2 parts, I'll download it. If it's not, I'll export it. Not to talk too much about our old stuff. Anyway, but yeah, tomorrow it will be Indigo League starting. I don't remember. I think it's like 46 episodes for Indigo League. Maybe a lot more. Maybe I'm thinking.
There's a lot of episodes to Pokemon.
Yeah, because Indigo League I remember was super super long. But it's the best one in my opinion.
I started like watching like the new stuff when they started doing like X and Y or whatever, like the newest one.
I can't do it.
And I'm like, it's not bad. It's weird because they're trying to gear it towards like an older generation but still kids.
Yeah.
Because they're like, Ash finally gets his first kiss, he's growing up, and it's like, but who is this geared for? It's not us anymore.
Nah.
The young kids who are watching it don't really understand what's going on.
Yeah, it's
what the fuck is the target audience for this?
See, I think the original one was like great, like the original seasons, because it was like, yeah, definitely geared towards kids. The animation style was like hand drawn. It was really grown up. It wasn't too like single tone flashy, and it had like sad storylines and shit that adults would be like, "Oh wow!"
I fucking cried when Ash had to let go of his Butterfree. I'll admit it. Fucking releasing Butterfree, saddest part.
Oh hell yeah! I still love one of my favorite things is the God Dragonite.
Yeah,
like I love that imagery. It's insane. Apparently Sun and Moon retconned the entire series is canon.
Yeah.
But so here's the thing. I did read about this. It retconned, but it didn't. So like apparently retconned it was gonna go like brand new, but the problem was Ash still retained all his memories because he references them. So it's kind of a soft retcon. It was in a Game Theorist episode where they are talking about like the actual age of Ash. And he's just like a straight up pedophile.
He's still like 19 now.
Like a pedophile or something. Oh, he's like 47 if they do it. And he's like, I finally got his first kiss with this like 12-year-old. Like, oh no.
Yeah.
But
like I'm super excited that like usually like twice a year I have like AGDQ and SGDQ where it's the 24/7 speedrun marathon for a week.
Yeah.
And that's literally like
you fucking love those things.
I go home, it's on, and it doesn't turn off until I go to work.
Did you...
and this is just going to be that again.
Did you see what happened in the speedrunning community recently?
No.
Huge Grand Theft Auto controversy. I forget, I didn't write this down or anything like that. This is completely off the top, but apparently one of the like top speedrunners got caught boosting his vehicles for a long time now, like a couple months. He went and apologized and he was like, I was getting bored with the game, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And
fuck that.
Yeah, but then he like they found out, they're like, yeah, his vehicles have just been running faster and faster and faster each time. Like, he just keeps upping the speed. Don't you know your lore? Ash is 10 forever because of Ho-Oh. God. No, incorrect.
Yeah, he's in the coma.
Yeah.
Like,
Ash is in purgatory, believe it or not.
Like, it's really shit if you're a speedrunner and you do that kind of stuff. Like, it happens because, it's a competitive thing. It's like, I want to get number one, but it's like, you literally get number one for, like, bragging rights. You don't get anything for being number one. It's literally, like, the whole point of being one is, like, my skill in this game is at a certain point where I am actually the best at this. So, like, cheating at it just seems so much shittier than, like, so many other things.
That's the dude in, like, Mario Kart 64 who, like, holds, like, what, 30 of the 32, like, top track records, 3-lap records, shortcut, non-shortcut. Like, he holds 30 of 32. Like, yeah, you're amazing. We get it.
Mm-hmm.
This kid's just a fucking asshole who lied his way to the top and, like, fucked with his game files. I mean, like, fuck that dude.
Unfortunately,
whatever.
that kind of stuff even happens at, like, HDQ. It's been...
How?
It's been not, like, specifically cheating, but, like, people will get on there to do stuff because, like, they're big enough streamer, they have a huge following and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, like, sure, they actually practice the game, but it's like they steal other people's routes. There have been times where people have actually got caught cheating.
How?
Like,
well, you plug in your own hardware sometimes.
Well, it's like, you'll see, like, the stream will be going, and, like, there's, I forget what it was, where something happened, where, like, a guy's stream, like, closed down, reopened, and something just, like, changed. That would not normally happen. Like, there's been stuff like that all the time. People have actually gone through and, like, hey, this guy was actually cheating when he did a speedrun. Hey, this guy is actually just mimicking my run down to the mistakes that I made.
That's super weird.
It's like, he literally just watched me do a speedrun. I messed up this part. He messed up this part because he thought it was the correct thing to do.
Interesting.
Like, they've caught people doing that kind of shit before.
Travis just said it's kind of like the dude who lies about his Donkey Kong high scores all the time. Him, and there was a dude who lied. I don't remember the names right now, but the dude who lied about his Atari Drag Racer score that literally is mathematically impossible on the game cart. But he's like, oh, must have been a glitchy cart or something. Then it's like, no, you just fucking somehow altered it. Like, you altered a value or something.
Whatever.
Resident Evil 2 remake news. I saved the best for last.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too.
RE2 looks good.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring somebody special in for this one. I'm gonna bring William Birkin in because he appeared in it. We got William fucking Birkin in the house.
I love his fucking shoulder eyeball.
Oh, I love everything about this William Birkin figure. But a new gameplay trailer featuring Claire and motherfucking William Birkin. G2. I believe he was in second stage when I saw the demo.
Okay.
Tore up the fucking screen at Gamescom. The graphics look gorgeous, the camera angles look well spaced, and the movement seems tight as shit. That was the one thing I noticed. It was like super, super tight for the movements and everything like that.
Like, if you read the developer stuff about what they're doing with this game, like, they really understand what they want this game to be. They know what Resident Evil 2 is, and they're like, alright, so we're not having fixed camera angles. We're still gonna make, like, zombies jump scare you by doing, like, certain things. Like, they're doing it right.
I really hope they do.
I have super high hopes for this game, which might be bad, but, like, it looks good.
I know they're doing a third-person mode. I really hope that they do a first-person just to kind of, like, give me something that I can go back and replay. Because I'm going to play it in third-person when we play it.
I already know that people are like, when it comes on PC, they're going to try to make a fixed camera mod for it to make it like RE2.
That'd be sick.
With no camera control, just
but it's probably, it's going to be weird because it's not
everything
just
won't be in the same place anymore.
It's not a direct placement, so it's going to be like a new learning experience. Like, it's not going to be bad by any means, probably. But that might screw with some of the actual stuff that's going on that. I'm going to turn that off for this last part. I don't know. I'm really stoked about this, man. I really like Resident Evil 2. Here's my fingers crossed that Resident Evil 3 gets the same treatment because I love Nemesis. I don't have anything Nemesis related, but in the entire Resident Evil series, my favorite character by 150%. Birkin is so close, and when I don't think you know how much when he came on screen, when I was like watching the Gamescom trailer and I'm watching Claire and I'm like, okay, this is really cool. Then you see this William Birkin, I'm like, holy fucking shit! Like, I was like Travis has never played any of the Resident Evil games.
That's-
Always time to start, bro.
I was gonna say, that's unfortunate, but like, honestly, play RE2.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 is kind of stapled in it. Resident Evil 1 gives you a vibe, like the remake especially,
Yeah.
gives you a vibe of like the series, and it gives you like, hey, there's a lot of puzzles and shit like that. Resident Evil 7 is a completely different game in my opinion, but it's still in a really good theme.
If you're talking about like, you want to play like original RE, go play the HD remaster of 2, where it's literally the game. They just made it look better.
And perform a little bit better.
Yeah,
like, the camera angles are pretty sick.
Like,
it looks like
the
what
HD,
they would have.
The HD remaster of 2 is just go play that if you want the old one. If you want a new style, play 4.
You think?
Yeah.
See, I like 7. 4 is okay. So like,
so it's like
4 stays
for
in
me.
a
You
weird
have
vein.
like the 3 ages of it. You have 2,
Classic.
which is the best, which is one of the classics. Then you have 4, which starts like the new cycle.
I would say
Then you have 7, which is super different from everything else.
So I would say like if we're gonna do the ages, I'd say like the original trilogy with Code Veronica. You have 4, which is like I think that's a standalone era.
Yeah.
You have the Wii and first-person shooters, and like you have like the experimental time period.
And they're all bad.
You have 5 and 6, which are
both bad.
Really, really bad.
Well, I mean, 5 isn't bad. It's just not good.
I'll accept that answer. You have 7, which was amazing, but a completely different style again. Like you have the original trilogy with Veronica. You have the experimental ones. You kind of have like the third person, like, or you have the number 4, which is really good. It has a different play style. 5 and 7 kind of try and do that. 7's just like, no, fuck that. We're just gonna go right behind your eyeballs. They keep moving closer with the camera. Eventually, you're just gonna be in the bloodstream.
Eventually, you'll just be the zombie.
Not gonna talk about that yet, but I'm working with Capcom very closely. But yeah, it's one of those that like it depends on what you like playing. The original trilogy is really fucking good, but on the original format, you really have to wear some rose-colored shades.
Oh yeah.
The remake that's available on PC of Resident Evil,
2?
the original, well, no.
Play 2.
Well, yeah, if you're gonna play the original trilogy on the original format, but like if you're wanting to play now,
the RE2 remake, where you can literally play it on emulator and it actually just plays and
what
works.
are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
RE2 it's the remake of RE2. They did an HD remaster of it.
Yeah, they did. Why the fuck did I forget about this?
I don't know. But like, if you're gonna play one of the original 3,
yeah, they up-res everything.
Play that one. Play that one.
Yeah, that one's really good. Play that one, play 3, then play 1, I would say. I think 3 kind of continues the 2 story in a weird way.
If you want to play them all, probably the right order. If you just want to if you want to pick one from each era, it's 2, 4, 7.
I'll agree with that. I really like 3. But it's I know where you're gonna get at with that one. I love like when you're just doing your stuff in like 3 and you're just like going past and all of a sudden you hear stars and then like he just comes around like fucking rocket launcher. Yeah. I love Nemesis.
It's not bad, but it's just like you want classic RE. RE2
2 is really 2 expanded upon everything that 1 had.
1 has my favorite voice lines, but 2 is better.
Chris!
You're the master of unlocking. Good thing you're not a Jill sandwich.
I fucking love Oni cartoons. Do you ever see his voice clip of that?
No.
You almost became a Jill sandwich. Like, he just makes fun of the voice acting so much.
Which part? That's pretty close.
He's on par.
This isn't Chris's blood.
I just love when they're in the field and, like, in the beginning cutscene, and she, like, yells, Chris! Like, it's like you see it and then it happens. Let's go! Like, I love it. It's definitely one of those, you definitely need rose-colored shades for the originals, but they're super fun. The remakes are amazing. I even love Resident Evil 0. The fight with the Scorpion in the beginning, like the very beginning when you're on the train, like, I love that. I think it's sick. I think how it changes your whole mechanic is sick, but whatever. I know a lot of people hate that one too, 0. It's like good, but eh. Yeah, I like it. I don't know. That and Veronica I really liked.
Well, it's like there's a lot of games that are like compared to like the shining stars of the series, they're not great, but that doesn't mean they're bad.
Exactly.
It's like people shit on Dark Souls 2 all the time. At least people in the Dark Souls community do.
I've heard it, so
because it's the worst of the 3 Dark Souls games. Like it's, I still think I like Dark Souls 3 more than Dark Souls 1, like gameplay wise.
Okay.
But Dark Souls 1 definitely has better stories, so they're both up there. Then Dark Souls 2 is clearly the third.
It's like the weakest link in that chain, but still good.
That doesn't mean it's bad.
No, yeah. I don't think some people understand that if a game's not amazing like the other ones, it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that you had really high expectations, and even though they weren't met to 100%, they might still be good.
Mm-hmm.
Like Banjo-Kazooie is one of my favorite games ever. Great game. Like, universally recognized as a great game. Banjo-Tooie, it wasn't as good as the first one, but it's still a good game.
Yeah,
like, it's still solid.
Definitely good name.
Banjo-Tooie? Oh, yeah. The thing that kills me is before Rare got acquired by Microsoft and everything, did you ever see the running thing? Banjo 3E?
No.
Everyone made these things. It was like, Banjo 3, let's go, come on. And like, yeah, it just never happened. But that would have been great. Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Banjo 3E. Like, it would have been so good.
Banjo 4E, Banjo 5E, Banjo 6E.
Banjo Dice.
Eventually you get to the point where it's like Banjo 30EE.
30 That's really all I have for this podcast. You got anything? Yeah.
That's about it.
Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. You got to view the soft launch of the new layout where we are actually talking to each other now, not looking sideways but up. We had a lot of time to work on this one, and it's still getting worked on, so this isn't final. This might be close to, but I might...
Pretty close to final.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
I have one suggestion that I'll talk to you after this.
That's completely fine. I think I know what it's going to be, but even this is a big news up here. This thing.
We finally got it all under one. No more It Might Be Gaming channel and It Might Be Gaming. Now it's just...
Yeah, I don't know who did that, but we got It Might Be Gaming on everything. So